Obviously, he's doing some kind of territorial display of some sort to these guys. I was told they're 2021 captive born animals, so these guys could be fully feathered. They could be molting right now. I didn't even get a picture of these guys. They could be freaking chickens. Oh my god, they're fully feathered and they're exactly what I wanted. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We're not at the ranch, we're at the post office. We just picked up a brand new pair of beautiful birds for the aviary. It's been a pair of birds that have been on my list, but I decided I didn't want to just jump in and get them right when we got all the birds at the beginning, because I wanted to make sure all those birds that we had already, the waterfowl, the white-crested Sirocco's, the trumpeters, make sure everybody got established, everybody got good. And they've been in there now probably 6 to 8 months, something like that. But all the waterfowl has bred. We have offspring for just about everybody. If not, their eggs are incubating right now. And yeah, check it out. We have a box right there, and we'll get back to you guys once we get back to the house, to the ranch, and review what we have inside that box for you guys. Like I was saying, it's something I really wanted, and we got them. So stay tuned. All right, so here we go inside. I already came inside of the aviary this morning to make sure everything was looking all right to bring these guys inside. We put the trumpeters inside of their lockout cage right now, as you guys can see, to the left or the right of you guys. The reason why I did that is because they're so curious, and they actually are very territorial. So before I put these guys inside their cage, I didn't want them to know where I'm putting their cage right now to get these guys established inside of their aviary. So let's walk inside right now, and I'm going to show you what's going on. If you guys have not seen the last video of us swimming inside of this pond with Louie, my American alligator, I definitely suggest you guys do that right now, because this pond is absolutely flooded still. But that is all right. Everything is doing really well. The way we made this enclosure with Ed, the pond professor, aquascape, and all that stuff, we did it so that this can hold a lot of water, and it is doing what it needs to do, which is awesome. The white-faced Sirocco right here, he's the male. He's always the one that bites my fingers right there. The female's always in the back checking us all out. But everyone's doing absolutely great. The Bolivian ring teals, they are coming up. White-faced tree ducks, everyone's doing absolutely perfect inside of this enclosure. We have a bunch of offspring just about from everybody inside this enclosure, except the white-faced tree ducks. So hopefully next season we'll have some babies from them. But you can even see my neighbor's yard. He cut down a bunch of these royal palms. And if you get a little closer, he had a big pile and everything floated around everywhere. He's probably gonna call me for some help if he's watching this. But pain in the butt. Silver wood duck male cannot fly right now. He is molting, but that's all right. He's just doing his thing. This whole entire enclosure is protected and is sealed for no predators to come in here whatsoever. So let's keep on walking. So I have this little rabbit hut right here. This is something simple and easy. I'm sure wherever they came from, they weren't inside an aviary of this size. So this right here is just a small little cage to keep them in for the next couple days, to feed them, to teach them that they'll get fed and they can have water over here, even though they have a massive pond they could drink from. But just to have them a bowl and a food plate is always well and good, just to make sure everything's good. So this is gonna be the little cage for the next, probably, I would say, week. And obviously, as you guys can see, this is not gonna be their home forever. They're gonna live in a massive 100-foot by 40-foot by 35-foot enclosure right here. And you guys are still waiting to see what kind of bird that we have inside of here. So put it down in the comments what species of bird you think we might have gotten. So these birds inside of here are ground-dwelling birds. They're omnivores. They're gonna be eating a little bit of insects, fruits, small little things, all that kind of stuff. But at night, when they are out of this enclosure, they're definitely probably gonna be roosting up in the canopy, in the trees here inside of the aviary, or our artificial tree that we have right in the middle of that the gray-winged trumpeters like to go on as well. But we gotta be real careful. I'm not too sure. I was told they're 2021 captive born animals, so these guys could be fully feathered. They could be molting right now. I didn't even get a picture of these guys. They could be freaking chickens, and all I know. So stay tuned. Let's get this ready. Let's get a little freaking drum roll I'm hoping they're the birds that I purchased, and you never know, they could be something completely different that people could have lied to me. But we're praying that they're not. Make sure you're giving these videos a thumbs up, because I know guarantee this video you get 5,000 likes, and I know you guys love these kind of videos. We don't want to crowd our aviary with birds. I can show you the list of birds that I have on my notes that I've studied, I read about, I looked about. I made sure they could do good in my aviary, and I made sure that they will do good with other birds inside of here. So gotta be very careful and not lose them. All right, let me check it. Let me make it a little. Oh my God. They're fully feathered, and they're exactly what I wanted. All right, so that means they're probably gonna be able to fly. These guys are absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. I'm gonna put them inside the box or inside of this little rabbit hut right now, and I want you guys right this second, as soon as I put them in there, put it down in the comments, and I'm gonna wait a couple seconds to see if you guys know what species it is. My bird people, let's see if you guys know your birds. So we're gonna be very careful, and I don't know if they're, oh, okay. All right. Oh, shiznits. All right, is he out?
Yeah.
All right, that right there is the female, and that right there is the male. So these guys have probably been living indoors, and they probably haven't been outside for a very long time, and they can be prey animals. In the wild where they're from, they're gonna be getting eaten by tigers, clouded leopards, birds of prey, snakes, all sorts of different things. And on top of that, these guys are very endangered as well. Their habitat's getting destroyed by farming, from people taking them for the pet trade, all sorts of different stuff. So people ask me all the time, what am I doing here on the ranch? And what I'm doing is I am making myself a Noah's Ark. But and hopefully you guys said what these species are in the comments, but I want to show you what they have inside the box. So it's pretty cool. They had like some type of sticky thing here for water, so it doesn't, the box is supposed to be flipped over. So if the box was made correctly and the people didn't damage this box and throw it around, the water would be fine, and they have water. And then inside of it, they had a bunch of parakeet seed, sunflower seed, and stuff of that sort. So I see what they're eating inside of here right now. So what I'm gonna do is definitely get a little bit of that feed for them, because I don't want to switch up their diet instantly, but I'm gonna start switching their diet to what I want to feed them and what I think would be better for this species and better for them for the future, for breeding and all that stuff. These guys are gonna be laying around 6 eggs a year, and they lay them on the ground. They make these like little, they almost look like guinea fowl eggs, and so store. But I'll tell you one thing, personally, I do not think they are 2021 hatchlings. I think they are much more mature, and the male, as you can see, is the blue, and the green is the female. And as you can see, they have not been on the ground whatsoever. The reason why I know that, you guys probably can't see that, is because these guys' nails are very, very long. They haven't been getting grinded ground on rocks or anything of that sort. The back nail on the male is gone and missing. So these guys are probably proven breeders, which is awesome. So hopefully they'll establish very, very well. They stay calm, they eat, they do well, and then we can have some offspring soon. These guys can live in colonies up to about 15 in the wild, and in this size of enclosure, we'll be happy around 6 or 8 without a problem. They have really 2 kind of calls. They have that little chirping that they're making, and then they have a very, very loud sound that I haven't heard yet, so I'm sure we're gonna witness it very soon. But what we're gonna do right now is leave them alone, come back to them in a little bit. I gotta go get some produce and stuff for other animals, and then we're gonna feed them while we feed everybody else in the aviary. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. I don't know if you guys can see the Territorials right there, but that male's being very curious, checking them all out, seeing what they are, and these guys are looking at them as well. I noticed already while I was talking in the video, one of the birds flew by, and these guys dropped to the floor really fast and like stopped like this. So I guess that's a type of technique, natural instinct, to drop low, don't move, and freeze. So if a bird of prey is coming by, they don't see any kind of movement, and they keep on going. They don't get snatched up real quick. Even if a bird, an animal, or anything was born in captivity, they still have instinct, and instinct is always in the brain. It's deep inside that brain. They're always gonna know how to survive, most of the time. Sometimes these animals are still gonna be able to need us for food and all that, but they'll still have a little bit of instinct to do things what they would have done in the wild. And I try to mimic the wild for them here inside of this enclosure as best as I can. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because I could talk for freaking hours, as you guys can know. I'll get back to you guys soon. All right, so we have our bowls. This is our waterfowl diet with a little bit of corn and a layer pellet that I give to all my waterfowl. This is gonna be for the partridges that we just got. We got a little bit of safflower seed, a little bit of mixed fruit pellet, and then on top of that, fresh veggies, Well, not fresh veggies, fresh fruits. And then, like I said, a seed. And this is for the trumpeters and the Torocos. As you can see, they're hungry and they want. There's banana, there's grapes, there's blueberry, there's pear, there's apple, there's papaya, and a little bit of lettuce. And I think maybe plum as well. That's pretty much what their main diet is. On top of that, they get a soft bill diet. They get a little bit of dog food as well. As you can see, they are freaking going crazy over here. Let's see if we can feed one of them by hand. That's my finger. First bowl's down. That was the bowl from yesterday. Everything's gone, as you can see, so we put it down. But I want to go give the partridge their food first before we give, we take the trumpeters back out. Because I don't want the trumpeters to follow me over there, and I want them just to stay over here more, so these guys have a full day of just learning the environment outside before they get kind of a little chased by these trumpeters. So let's go over here, and I am going to drop this in there for them. It's all right, you guys. I forgot that they're right there. Walk slow. Make sure they're all good. It's okay, you guys. So I obviously have to add a bowl of water as well. But for right now, we'll just give them a little bit of food. We'll give them a bowl in a few hours. There you go, guys. A little bit, but yeah, they're doing good. Those little bands, I'm probably gonna take them off. I'm probably gonna trim the nails before I release them from their enclosure. I don't wanna grab them right now and stress them too much like we were talking about, but they look absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that we got them. And this is such a cool species of bird. They'll find a really cool spot to nest somewhere, and when they do that, the male and the female make this really cool dome looking thing, and he will actually, oh, he might eat a little bit. He will actually make the nest so sealed up that she almost get locked up in the nest. It's kind of crazy. And then she'll incubate the eggs, they'll hatch out, and then we'll have little babies. He's curious, so that's a good thing. He likes the food, he sees the food, he's definitely hungry. He calmed down a little bit. She's just acting a little nervous. But look, he's already over there checking out what's in there. Oh, that banana? First bite was a piece of banana. A little bit of seeds. He's probably gonna call over in just a few seconds. But that's good. These guys are really friendly birds as well. So once they get used to me, they know that I'm giving them food and all that, they'll actually be just like the trumpeters and follow me around and all that. And hopefully the trumpeters will allow them to be friends with them, and then they could just follow me around throughout the whole enclosure as well, which would be really cool. I really do not want to put any other species of ground bird inside of this enclosure. I think these two and the trumpeters would be more than enough. And then the only other thing I would like to add in this enclosure would probably be some type of more small species of birds like flying around, and maybe 1 or 2 small species of fruit doves as well. I like to make sure I have animals that they can pretty much eat everything in the same exact enclosure. I don't want to have a bird inside of here that I have to have a complete different diet and make sure he's eating that diet. It'll be just too much work and it won't be fun. Check out the mandarins and the silver wood ducks right there. I wanted to show you guys them. The mandarin is over there in the back with the white stripe, and that's a male. He has completely looked like a female right now, and he has no coloration at all. He is gonna have, he's gonna start getting his beautiful breeding colors probably in a few months. And then right in front, right there in front of the camera, is the silver male. He has no flight feathers right now. He cannot fly. They're gonna start being able to fly in a few minutes. And then the female is right there coming behind the lipstick palm tree. And she is actually on a nest in the back right now with like 15 eggs. So we're gonna have a bunch of beautiful silver wood ducks coming soon as well. Make sure you guys are following the website, because on the website, we're gonna be having some awesome waterfowl available. Right now, it's probably gonna be only saying pending with the pair of bird, and these are obviously all coming from here. Once we're sold out, we're sold out. We're not gonna be being a dealer. We're not gonna buy from other places. Whatever we have here is what we're gonna have. Same with these guys. Look, the female has calmed down as well, and she is eating too. Perfect, exactly what we wanted. And look, I'm gonna get close and just see. Look, they're obviously used to people. They're not wild birds, but they're just in a new enclosure. A lot of things to see and all that. But look at that. He's throwing the food out. He's trying it all out. Good, but they calm down. Look at that. Look how fast they calm down. Let's see if I can open the door for you guys and show you a little better footage of them without this metal in front of it. Here, bring the camera a little closer. It's okay. Check it out. So obviously they get burst up into the sky really fast, because if they get spooked or anything like that, they can fly up in the air like a quail to get away from any kinds of predators. But check them out. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? They're probably gonna brighten up, like I was mentioning earlier, a lot more. But right now, they look really good for traveling and everywhere that they just came from. Look at them. What do you guys think? Look at the what's that called that goes around girls' eyes? The eyeliner that's around their eyes. Real neat. Bright red feet. The females and the males completely different colors. The males have that little crown on their head, which is real neat. They're doing real good. Check them out. Small little species of bird, but real neat. I think they would absolutely love this enclosure. What do you guys think? I don't think many people strive to have an enclosure this big for many species of birds. Obviously, not everybody's able to do it this big because they don't have the room, but I always tell everybody, bigger is always better. And this is my first aviary. I'm only 25 years old, so imagine the future. Always follow along because I have plans for something incredible in the future, and it's in the works kind of already, because if it comes faster, it'll happen. But as of right now, we're enjoying this one. We're making sure everything goes good. Everyone's really, really happy. But make sure you guys are following me on all my socials. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put the post notifications on to stay tuned for all the upcoming videos we have here on the ranch. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Check the merch, check the turtles and tortoises we have available. That all helps support the ranch here and be able to give you guys more videos here on the ranch as well. We're always gonna have content for you guys because it's never, ever ending here, as you guys can see. And have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone. Obviously, he's doing some kind of territorial display of some sort to these guys. He knows they're in the cage, but as you can see, he's doing something. Poncho, they're not gonna hurt you at all. They're just friends. You heard me? Very, very different. Don't know what exactly this means. They don't really seem like to be bothered at all. They're like, I don't really care, but he's acting a little weird. He's not trying to attack the cage or anything of that sort. But this is what I want. I'm going to keep them inside this enclosure for about 1 week so they seem normal. No chasing around, and they'll be good. Everyone has been very, very curious of the new residents in the aviary. I can tell you that much. Big rainstorm came through. Everybody got a little wet, but everyone's drying off now. That's why we added a little bit more stuff on them so that they can stay a little dry if they wanted to, because this was probably their first rain, or been a long time since I had the first rain. So he's still doing all these display things. That male is definitely doing some display things too, wagging his tail. The Torocos are just looking at them like, who are they? And the female was doing a couple little displays, but then it stopped. But this is all the exotics in one little box in this little section. It's a humongous enclosure, as you guys know. And they're all conjoined right here in this little 4x4 square. It's pretty funny.